So the purpose of this program is to provide funding for schools to offer psychoeducational groups in the school setting. So as a school, you would work directly with a mental health provider that you select, identify a target population of students that you want to work with, and design an appropriate intervention, whatever psychoeducational group would work for your needs. At that point, the school then completes the grant application to the task force. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. First, the budget for 2017-2018 school year, we have allocated up to $6,000 total for this school year with an anticipated cap of $750 per school district. So here's an example of how that could break down or what we might be anticipating. 10 45-minute group sessions charged at $75 each, paid to the provider, so a total of $750 for one group. I want to stress to you, though, that this is flexible. So this is our pilot program. It's the first year. And our real purpose is that you use this program and get some groups going in the schools. So whatever we can do to make that happen is our intention. So if this isn't working for you, if you have a different breakdown or you have different needs, please don't hesitate to have a conversation with us, and we can talk through it and see how we can best support you. Grants are dispersed directly to the providers, and there's a note about that on the cover page. So the provider would invoice us either monthly or at the end of all of the sessions, and at that time we would ask them to provide us with information on the number of students served, number of groups held, and the duration of those sessions. The application process is very simple. So if you turn to the back page, what we need from you is contact information, of course. And then we also ask you to identify your provider at that time. Now, I just want to note here that if you are having trouble finding a provider, if you need some assistance, we're happy to help with that. We have a list of providers that we can provide you with. We also can maybe make some recommendations or try to link you up with an appropriate person. So don't hesitate to contact us if you're struggling at that step. And then the application questions, 2 questions. First, briefly describe the planned mental health group intervention, general timeline and budget. So what's the topic of the group? What are the number, duration, and cost of the meetings planned that you anticipate? And what are the anticipated outcomes? And then also, what is the target student population and estimated number of students that will participate in the group? So that might not be finalized, but what are you estimating at that point? When you're done with that, you can send it on to me. I'm going to email you all an electronic copy of this today so that you have this available to you and it's easier to fill out if you preferred that method. But that is in a nutshell the process. Funded applicants will be asked to submit student and staff evaluations to the task force for tracking purposes. So that's at the end of the group. I just wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. What questions do you have? It should be fairly straightforward. That's our hope. I am hoping to get applications as soon as you're ready to send them in. So, yeah, we're really hoping that this $6,000 is utilized this year. So we're ready to take applications when you're ready to send them in. Okay, just the last thing to stress too, I'll keep in contact with you all about this as the year goes on. We are hoping that we can reach all of the schools, but if it gets to a point where some of the schools are choosing not to use the program, there might be additional opportunities for your school if you've already had one group, just FYI. And another thing I want to mention, separate from this, is that in your packets you have the save the dates sticker in the packets for the upcoming collaborative meetings. They are in February and April. We haven't determined location yet, and the details about what topics will be covered will be worked out later, and I'll send more information to you just like I did this time. I want to let you know that I'm going to request some feedback from you about today via email, and at that time it would be really great if you have ideas of topics that you would like to see covered in these meetings going forward. Please send them on to us. We're looking for feedback. All right, thank you.
The task force is offering community presentations on adverse childhood experiences. Is everybody here familiar with ACEs? Great. We received a grant from the United Way St. Croix Valley to offer 20 community ACEs presentations, and want to make sure that these are available to school districts. I know St. Croix Falls recently participated in a presentation with Betsy Biker, our ACES presenter. She's with a company called Essential Connections, and from what I heard, it went very well. So this is available to schools at no cost through the task force throughout this school year. So if you're planning in-service training, or if there's another opportunity for coming to do an ACES presentation with your schools, we welcome that opportunity. It'll be, we'll have more information as a part of Lisa's follow-up with you.
It's about an hour and a half presentation.
It's a 90-minute presentation, that's correct. Did you do a longer?
We did a longer, a little bit longer.
Yeah, yeah. It can be tailored based on the needs of the organization.
For the
You make it an
community
hour.
or for the-
Typically, it's 90 minutes.
Is it in it, I mean, it's house at the school, but
Yep.
it's for the community to come in?
Well, both, either or. It can be for school staff, or it could be for parents. We aren't offering a classroom version this go-around. It may be something we look at in the future, but intended for school staff, but certainly we can make a community presentation for parents as well.
What did you guys do? We did staff.
Okay? And we have, the goal is 3 meetings like this year, today being the first. We'll plan on having 4 meetings like this in the next school year. But our communication channel will be open continuously. Every time we have updates on DPI grants, we'll make sure that gets to our contact list. We'll have reminders of task force program areas that we'll be communicating to you. So this is only the beginning. We'll continue to be in touch with different information and opportunities as we prepare for our next meeting in February. And as Lisa said, we welcome feedback. Another goal is to provide a chance for all of you to network with one another. I don't know how often you get to interact with your colleagues from different school districts, but we've definitely built in time before the meeting and after the meeting to give you all a chance to talk to one another. You can talk to Chris and Lisa and I about our program areas. Donovan's available to answer any questions that you have. So please feel free to stick around. Stuff your pockets full of muffins. We've got plenty of food for everybody to take back with you. One last reminder, Kirk Anderson and Interactive Business Solutions is videotaping this. We wanted to have some kind of electronic record for those who were unable to attend today, or maybe if you want to look back on the information that was presented, that'll be posted on our YouTube channel and on our website. So we'll make sure you get that copy of the video as well.